I know you touched on it when we started, but let me read a couple of these comments. Jungle Boy, seriously, is this Egyptian winger Hassan thumbing a lift from Spain? Because I've heard he's been coming all week. Rebel says you can grow a beard quicker than Celtic are signing players. The two that have come in have looked top class and proved there's a lot. And someone saying, Nick, in a recent article you said Celtic were hoping to add at least one more before this qualifier. Is that still likely, or is that now off the table, do you think?
Well, it's the word. Was it the word that Celtic, when they do pop a head up, they say hope. They always hope. They hope to add one more. I think Hassan will be done and dusted. So that's one. I think they want to have one more in for next week. What's that? Sorry.
Hassan's getting his medical today.
I think he's either tonight or tomorrow morning. I think he's on his way.
Right.
I think it might be finalising tomorrow morning. His medical stuff. I think that'll be one, and I think they've got until next week to add another 2 names to the squad, which is quite funny because Celtic adding 2 signings. They do 1 signing per month, so I don't think they need to worry about adding another 3 names to the squad by next week. On current trajectory, it might be by Champions League 29-30. They might have that in new places. They don't do things quickly over at Parkhead unless they really have to. But yeah, I think they'll get at least one, and I think they'll try and sneak one in as well. But again, whoever they get in at that point isn't going to go straight in a starting lineup for next week. That's for sure. I think they need to hope they get through the weekend, not losing any players to transfers or injury, and then fingers crossed to get through the tie, which is no way to be really for a tie that's been in the books for months and months and months. It's not been hiding in the bushes and jumps out saying, by the way, you're playing the Champions League next week. I mean, it's not like a blind date. I mean, they really should have been a bit more prepared, but this is not how they roll. So they're going to have to go and hope the gamble pays off.
The other one in the comments that people have been asking about is the boy Torino, Gavidis Giantis. I apologise if I've absolutely butchered that, but he's the midfielder. Gavidis, sorry.
Yeah. I don't think there's been anything concrete in that one. I think, again, it's the Engels and Bauer triangle. Interestingly, Red Bull Salzburg are in for him. I think they get knocked back today. A decent whack of money put in the table for him and knocked back. Looks like Torino want about £8 million plus. In fact, no, they want the bids to start at £8 million plus. So again, another one of these quality players that they think are going to get big bucks for, like Celtic are doing with Engels. So that one, I don't see that one moving particularly quickly. But I say Salzburg have made their move for him. They might get back to. I think it sounds like they're going to get back to the table again. A better offer. So Celtic are still in the conversation, still kind of linked, still at the back of the disco, keeping an eye on who they're asking for a wee dance, but not quite there yet. But we'll have to wait and see. I think Bauer's the one, obviously, they wanted and they've agreed personal terms. I think they might be hoping to sweat out Paderborn. It doesn't seem to be that much concrete interest elsewhere. So it might get to a point where they say, okay, we'll take the money and run. So that one I think is still alive as well. But there's a few irons in the fire.
In the comments, Stephen says the boy Casper they've got will score more than the entire Rangers front line, and I'm not joking. David says Celtic might not actually recruit, but you have to admit to get it right. And this one I like. Chris says, what will happen first? Celtic make 3 signings, or Mick gets a bag for the clubs behind them? No,
they're not going back in the bag. They're the naughty clubs. They don't work. That's the ones that are being giving me all the grief. So that's my golfing naughty step until the ones I'm using now work. Exactly. I've got a half set in the back of the car now. That's all the ones that work.
I should say as well, you were talking about bravery there, Mick. A colleague of ours, Andy Newport's, texted me saying bravery is playing centre half and leaving the ball to Mick to come and take a cross.
Listen,
I thought I'd pass that on.
I tell you, there's nothing brave playing against Andy Newport up front. You can let him play all day. You couldn't hit a coup in the backside with a banjo.